As Bill O'Reilly would say, we'll do it live. All right. So, you guys got any questions for me? All right, I guess we'll just go on. No, here we go, Lisa.
I have a specific problem. For this content from 3.5 about the imaginary numbers.
You want me to just pick a problem from 3.5?
Yeah.
Okay. By the way, did you guys notice that late last night I posted the review? Everybody look at it?
I did. Was it the test? You posted it late.
Yeah, it was about 10:30. So we're just gonna pick one from 3.5. Let's see here. This one looks like a pretty good one. P of x equals x to the fourth minus 16. Find all zeros and graph. Okay. So how would we do that one? I guess we'll ask Alyssa since you wanted to do this one.
We can factor.
Okay, factor this into
X squared.
x squared. X squared.
Minus 4 plus 4.
Okay. That was a good first step. Can we factor these?
Yes.
Okay, this is the easier one to factor, right?
So X and X.
X and x.
And just plus 2 minus 2.
Plus 2 minus 2. Okay, can we factor that one?
Sure. X and X
Okay.
is just plus 2 and plus 2.
Well, use your imagination.
Plus
Oh.
I minus 2y.
What is it?
Plus I minus 2y.
Plus I minus 2i?
No, plus 2.
Plus 2i.
Yeah.
That's better.
That's 2.
Plus 2i and minus 2i. Do you see that, how that factors? And if you don't, we'll show you another way. Okay? But that sounds right. Sam got that right. Okay? So remember, if we set that equal to 0, x squared is going to equal negative 4, right?
Yeah.
And so what's the square root of negative 4?
2i.
2i. Plus or minus, right?
Yeah.
Plus or minus 2i.
Oh, okay.
Okay? All right, so we found the real and the complex. So your zeros are at where?
Negative 2.
Negative 2 with a multiplicity of
1.
1. X equals
2.
2 multiplicity of 1. X equals
2i.
2i with a multiplicity of
1.
1.
And negative 2i.
Negative 2i, multiplicity of 1. Okay, now, obviously we can't graph imaginary numbers until we take trig. Can't wait for that, right?
Until then.
Okay? So on this one, I'm not going to worry too much about graphing those two solutions. But how would we graph the rest of this?
What is the point at negative 2 and at 2?
Negative 2 and positive 2. And we've got an x to the fourth as my power function, right? So that's going to be
Look like a parabola.
U shape. It's better.
U-shape.
Yeah, better term. So we've got a U-shaped thing. We're coming to negative 2 and we cross. And there. Now there could be other squiggles in here, such as something like that, or it could be on the other side, or it could be down here. I don't care. But that's the basic. All I really care about, if I ask you to graph this, if you graphed it like that, I'd be totally fine with that. But there's probably another couple of humps in there, turning points somewhere. You can find those in calculus. Okay?
Very well.
Any others?
Can you go over a problem with horizontal asymptote?
You want me to do you want to pick one from the review?
Sure.
I actually printed one out for the first time ever. And I think I added 2.8 on there, which I didn't mean to, but, oh, I know, by the way, I should just mention. Remember, the problem that you missed most on the last test,
Oh, that's okay.
that's gonna be on the next test. So all the problems you missed, you should know how to do them now. And if you don't, go hang out in the math lab and say, I missed this one, it's probably gonna be on my next test. Or I missed these 5, one of these 5 is gonna be on there, so I need to know how to do all 5 of them, okay? So just remember, I didn't mean to put 2.8 on there, although, doesn't hurt anything. Let's see here. This isn't all that helpful. Maybe I should just pick one out of the book, it'll be easier to find. Oh, this one's good. Find the horizontal asymptote. You know what, I want to make up my own. I'm going to borrow this, I'll use this for an idea, and then I'm going to make up my own. Because there was one that I wanted to cover, but I didn't. So I'm going to modify one of these problems. So here we go. F of x equals x cubed minus 7 over, oh. (49x minus 7). That can work. Oh, this might be a bad problem. I don't know. I just made it up. I probably should have done a different one. Okay. How would we do this one? Factor out the denominator, right? I can pull a 7 out and I'm left with,
X minus 1.
oh no I can't. Yeah I can. 7x minus 1, right? Okay. This one wasn't a great problem, sorry. And then, so I've got a vertical asymptote where?
0.
X equals 1/7. X cannot equal 1/7, right? That make sense? Okay. All right, let's talk about horizontal or oblique. How do we figure those? You guys are starting to scare me. What's that?
The degree is higher than the.
Look at your degrees.
Oh yeah, we do have to do long division, don't we?
Yeah.
What was I thinking? I was borrowed that problem. Tell you what, we're going to change this problem. We're going to make this a little bit easier. We'll do about 49. It's just going to be x minus 7. Okay, so that's going to change everything. Then that's going to be x equals 7. X cannot equal 7. Now we'll do long division. It's going to make it a lot easier. Okay? That's what happens when you make up problems in your head. X minus 7 goes into x cubed minus 7. So x times what is x cubed?
X squared.
X squared. X times x squared is x cubed. X squared times 7 is negative 7x squared. Now we're going to subtract. That's going to go away. I'm going to get 7x squared minus 7. Does x go into 7x squared? How many times? 7x times. 7x times x is 7x squared. 7x times negative 7, negative 49x. Now we'll change our signs. That's going to go away. 49x minus 7. Does x go into 49x? 49 times. 49x is 49x. 49 times negative 7 is a negative, really big number that I'm not going to worry about because I'm going to subtract and I'm going to add it, and it's going to be plus a big number. because I don't care what the remainder is, some big number over x minus 7. What does my asymptote look like? It's a parabolic asymptote. That's what I'm talking about.
Whatever that looks like.
Yeah, whatever that looks like. You know what it looks like. It looks like a parabola, right? Okay. So we've got an asymptote of x equals 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I'm going to ignore this. This is my new parabola, right? It's got an intercept at where? 49. So clear up here at 49. It crosses. Where is the vertex? Zero 49 is the intercept. It's not the vertex.
It's going to be,
What does it say?
798
How do you find it?
is minus b.
Negative b over
2a.
2a, which is 2, so negative 7 halves, comma f of negative 7 halves. Okay, so my vertex is at negative 3.5, right? X is negative 3.5. 1, 2, 3.5. Now I need to figure out how deep it goes, okay? So that's what you guys get for me making up a problem. Negative 7 halves cubed minus 7 all over negative 7 halves minus 7, okay? That's going to be what? Negative 7, 749, I don't know. Negative 3.5 cubed is what? Who's got a calculator? It's going to be a really negative number. Divided by a negative number, so it's going to be positive. That's what you get for making me make up a problem.
Negative 7x, it came to cubed, yeah, it's negative 42.875.
Did you subtract 7?
Oh, not yet.
And then subtract 7, so that's negative what? 49.875.
Yeah, negative 875.
Divided by negative 3.5 minus 7 is negative 10.5. 10.5. So the negative divided by the negative, we're going to make it a positive. That's roughly 4.9. What is it? 49.875 divided by 10.5.
4.75.
4.75. So at 4.75, this is 4.75, and this is negative 3.5. So negative 3.5, I'm going to be at positive 4.75. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So approximately right there, okay? I'm going to have a parabolic asymptote that's going to go through there, and that's going to go through there, and eventually this is going to cross that, okay? This is what you guys get for making me make up a problem. All right, so now, if I set x equal to 0, y equals 1. So I've got a thing there. If y equals 0, 0 equals x cubed minus 7 over x minus 7 multiplied by there. X cubed, so x cubed is going to equal 7. So x equals the cube root of 7, which is, if somebody has on their calculator, the cube root of 7.
1.91.
1.91. So that's about 2. Okay. So when y is 0, this is about 2. Okay. Oh, this is a weird one. All right. So then,
The practice exam,
what's that?
can you possibly do one from the practice exam?
Yeah. This would be harder than anyone that you guys see. But I do want you to see this. Okay, so what's it gonna do? It's probably gonna go something like that. No, it's not gonna do that because it doesn't cross again. Yeah, I don't know. That was a hard one.
Why do you put 1.91 on the negative side? Or was that one? Oh, that was one, sorry. No, you're good.
Y is 0, X, oh, is it positive? Oh, you're right, it is positive. Oh, there we go, that makes it better. That makes it a whole lot better. I was like, oh, holy cow. Yeah, so it's gonna go something like this, probably. I don't know, that was too hard. Anyway, I just wanted to point out that you can have a parabolic asymptote. That's what the real purpose was, okay? And don't make them make up another problem like that. All right. That should be the other lesson, right? Okay. Oh, we're out of time. All right. So test tomorrow, right here. See y'all tomorrow. Have fun.